Hey everybody, welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim and it's Monday, so you know what that means? Block party. Here we go. This is the Magic Puff block and I love it. I was going to call it like Puffins or who knows. But anyway, it's the Magic Puff square. Come on, let me show you how to make it. Block party. Really easy stitch. Works up really quick. So I can't tell you what yarn I'm using because it's scrap, of course, because that's what I'm doing with my block party is using scrap yarn. But I am using an 8mm hook, and I am using, I believe this is a bulky 5 or 6 yarn. So let's go ahead. As I do with all of my blocks, I'm starting with a chain of 20. And like I said in previous videos, 20 might be a bigger block for some, might be a smaller block for others. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so this is going to be a big block party. So there's my chain of 20. Now I'm going to do a row of single crochet in the bump in the back. You know that that's how I like to do the base row. So for the first row, I'm just going to do second bump, and I'm going to do a single crochet all the way across. And that should give me 19 stitches because I skipped the first one. Come on, fingers, you can do it. I did a lot of crocheting yesterday, so my hands are a little bit reluctant to pay attention today. I'm going to pull off some more yarn. And here we go. Finish doing the bump in the back. Single crochet all the way across. Also, I'm not used to working with such a thick hook or such thick yarn, but I figured why not? I just reach back and grab this ball, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. So all right. So go ahead and finish all the way across till you get to the end, and I'll meet you back right here. All right, I'm coming up to my last couple stitches, so I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet here, single crochet in the last one, and then I'm going to go ahead and chain one and turn my work. So split a little bit, so there we go. Pull out a little bit of yarn, and here I am. Nice and thick. Okay, so now we're going to start with a half double in the very first stitch. Okay. Then we're going to chain one, skip one, and start the puff. So it's important that you don't yarn over before you start the puff. So you're skipping this, just go directly in, 1, 2, 3. You're going to do that 3 times. And there's a puff, okay? After you do that, you're going to chain one, skip one, and do another puff. Here's how we do the puff again. You go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop. Okay, I do this because it helps all of it line up nice. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through everything on the hook, chain one, skip one, and do it again. In, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. And then, depending on what yarn you use, you can see sometimes it'll still get stuck. So make sure you're pulling through. Okay, we'll do this a couple more times. Pull off some yarn. Okay, chain one, skip one, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, jiggle it a little bit, and go ahead and pull through. Chain one, skip one. Okay, we'll do this again. Keep this nice and loose it'll make it a lot easier for you to pull through. Okay, chain one, skip one, in, around, in, around, in, around. Okay, pull it up, pull it through. You can see my yarn split a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and slide that right off of there. Okay, and we got a couple more left. Skip one, in, pull it up, over, in, pull it up, over, in, pull it up, jiggle it a little, and here we go. Right through. Make sure, boy, this is splitty yarn, but that's all right. One more time. In, around, in, around, in, around. It's getting a little tight because the yarn was not pulled out enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and jiggle it to make it loose and pull it right through. And again, if the yarn's fighting you, just, you can feel when it's stuck. If it doesn't pull through smoothly, it's stuck. Okay, so now we have one left. So we chain one, skip one, and we're just going to do a half double crochet. Don't forget my little trick where you go through that nub. Half double crochet in the last, chain one, turn your work. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. This would be really cute as a headband, an ear warmer, however you want to do it. So now we're just going to do a row of half double crochets because we want the puffs, the bobbles, whatever you want to call them, we want them to be all on the same side. So we're just going to go ahead and in every single stitch, don't forget there's a stitch here as well as there. So in every single stitch, you're going to do a half double. No skipping, no, chaining, just a half double in every single stitch. All the way across. Look how pretty this is. Boy, I really like it. I like this yarn. It's splitty, but I love how it works up, or how it looks when it works up anyway. Sometimes the struggle with yarn is worth it because of how pretty the finished piece comes out. And when I'm done with this first row, I want to count and make sure I have 19 stitches. If I don't, then I have to figure out where I went wrong. But even with all of this, you should still have 19 stitches. This is such soft yarn. Okay, a couple more. Half doubles here. And as always, you want to start how you ended. So you just keep going with half doubles all the way till you get to the very last stitch. And then you're just going to chain one and turn your work. Okay, so before I go ahead and finish here, I count my stitches to see how I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good. 19. And slide that right over there so the ends are even and pretty. There we go. Remember, we want to keep it at 19 stitches. Chain one, turn your work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puffs, 19 stitches, and that's pretty much how you're going to want to do it until you get the block the size you want. So we'll do it one more time. Okay, we just chained one, turned our work. So we're going to start the row with a half double, chain one, skip one, pull out some yarn, skip one, no yarning over. I almost did that. So you just want to go in, pull it up, yarn over, in, pull it up, yarn over, in, pull it up. And there we go. Okay, all the way across, chain one, skip one, and then 3 times. If you want to save yarn, you could do 2 times instead of 3. I just like the way the puff looks with the 3. That little piece of yarn stuck right there. There we go. Okay. Pull it through. So go ahead and do skip one, puff, skip one, puff, skip one, puff, all the way till you get to the very end. Then you're going to skip one and just do a half doublet here. So go ahead and do this as many rows as you want to make this square as big as you want. And I'll check back in with you in a little bit. All right, so I've made it as big as I'd like it to be. This is really cool. And this stitch with this thick of a yarn would make a great hot plate for your kitchen. Obviously, check the heat that it can hold, but I love this. So here we go. This is it, all the way done. If you want to take and do half doubles around the outside, you can, but I think with this, it just looks pretty enough that I don't have to. So there you go. Welcome to the... All right, so look how great this works up. This would make a beautiful hot plate, as I mentioned before. So this is the Magic Puff square for our block party. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could follow along good. And remember, you can use any yarn you want with this. It just depends on how thick you want it and how big you want the puffs to be. So there we go. Welcome to the block party. Remember, everybody, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you next time.